Hello everyone. Well, we are almost done with this winter storm. In fact, a lot of us have already dried out this morning, but in the most northeastern part of the state for a couple more hours, still got to mention a chance for some isolated snow showers and isolated sleet showers. That's what's still being indicated by that shade of purple, but I really think it's just the most northeastern part of the state. This is 8 a.m. and most of us have dried out. I will mention though, for places like Sioux City, Mason City, and others in the northwestern part of the state that saw mostly snow yesterday rather than all the freezing rain and sleet and rain that was covering much of the state. Where it was mostly snow yesterday, because it's breezy across Iowa this morning, gusts 20-25 miles per hour, we are dealing with some blowing snow in the northwestern part of the state. So for Sioux City, Mason City, 8 a.m., it may seem like it's snowing when it's actually not, because it's just snow on the ground being picked up and blown around by the wind. So somewhat reduced visibility in the northwestern part of the state early this morning. Keep that in mind if you're venturing out. By 10 a.m., even in the northeastern part of the state, we are finally done with the isolated snow showers and the sleet. We are completely dry across Iowa. Now let's talk about temperatures this afternoon. And notice still quite the variation from northwest to southeast across the state. Look at that high in Sioux City of just 6 degrees, 18 Fort Dodge, but 31 in Iowa City and 33, 32 Davenport and Burlington. One thing I can say though, no matter where you are, it is not going to be feeling this warm, as we're looking at winds actually increasing some and peaking during the early afternoon, gusts 35 miles per hour across the state. So you can easily take 10 degrees off these temperatures, and that's what it's going to be feeling like. It's only feeling like the low 20s for Burlington and Davenport, and yes, below zero, around -6 in Sioux City. And notice that even though the precipitation gone, the clouds are really struggling to break up. Now we're taking a look at 6 o'clock, and temperatures starting to come down. And still looking pretty cloudy. I think we'll have a little bit more success at the cloud cover breaking up tonight, but probably only for a short amount of time will we actually have partly cloudy skies before we start to transition again to mostly cloudy skies. Now the winds are going to continue to die down, again peaking early this afternoon. But still on the breezy side tonight. Now, more wind to the east than the west. I think a little bit more variation across the state. Gusts around 25 miles in the most eastern part of the state, and gusts more around 15 miles per hour in the western part of the state, which is good because colder to the west and warmer to the east. But all these temperatures below normal for this time of year. And look at those temperatures below zero showing up to the north and west. And with gusts 15 to 25 miles per hour, this is enough wind for everyone for a wind chill factor. So let's talk about what it's going to be feeling like late tonight and early tomorrow morning as you're heading out the door. Notice the warm spot to the southeast, not feeling any warmer though than 5 in Davenport. And look how many are going to be seeing feels like temperatures below zero, and in some cases way below zero. Look at Sioux City. Very late tonight, early tomorrow morning, around -17 is going to be the wind chill, -19 in Mason City, -19 up towards Sioux Falls. And when you get wind chills around -20, we're talking about frostbite occurring in just 30 minutes. So particularly in the northwestern part of the state, cannot stress enough that for tomorrow morning, when you're venturing out, extra layers, hats and gloves, and try and spend as little time outside as possible. Make a quick run to the car and crank that heater, because you're not going to want to be out for long. But cold everywhere in Iowa, but especially to the north and west. And oh, by the way, guess what? Already tomorrow morning, a snow chance coming back. Now, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, it's not going to be much, just some flurries in the southwestern part of the state. Most of us dry. But look how this area of snow is going to be spreading across the state as we go through the day. Here we are at 10 a.m. and spreading to more locations, starting to get some isolated snow showers in the central part of the state. And then I do think the activity is probably going to be peaking during the afternoon tomorrow. Now notice we're not seeing any of the dark shade of blue. We're talking about scattered light to moderate snow showers, but notice quite a bit of it at 1 o'clock. Now also tomorrow, a cold day, especially with all the clouds around and some snow showers around, not able to warm up much. But tomorrow, Unlike today, it is not going to be windy. Winds are only going to be around 10 miles per hour no matter where you are in the state, so you don't have to worry about a wind chill factor in the afternoon tomorrow. Yes, in the morning, early morning hours, but the winds are actually going to continue to decrease, and in the afternoon, again, winds are only going to be hanging out around 10 miles per hour. 4 o'clock, notice the activity now starting to back off where it started early in the day to the southwest. And notice the activity probably peaking for places like Waterloo, the Quad Cities. And I do think this area of snow is going to continue to push off to the north and east, and it'll come to an end for everyone during the early evening hours. This isn't going to be significant, though. This is not another winter storm. You know, for most of us, we're probably looking at a tenth of an inch of snow, a quarter inch of snow, some just a dusting, but I do think a quarter inch is as much as we're going to see.